usually use to cut fabric. And I have a bunch of clothes that are ones I want to cut up and use as fabric. So I'm going to just like show you the process. Some of it you're going to get angry because you're like, don't cut it, you should sell it or donate it. But I have donated a fair bit, and these are ones that I have kept because I really, really, really love the fabric. So let's sort it out. So when this gets full, I like to cut them up and then I can reuse them. So this is very full. Yeah. Probably wondering like, why am I doing this? Like, you know, just buy something new and whatever. Well, I rather use what I have as well as like, to be honest, feel guilty having this stuff and just like donating it. I'm aware that textile waste, you know, goes to landfill quite often than not. Some of the things aren't fit to donate or sell, and I just rather use it as much as possible. I'm going to show you how I do it and what do I do with like the little scraps and stuff that I have as a result of cutting these up. Yeah. And if you don't know me, I'm Yvette. I like to make things and this is going to go crash bang, but I need to have the window open because it is boiling. It is like 32 degrees and it's only 11. It's only 11. And yeah, so bad lighting, but less sweaty. Yeah. So this dress I got from Depop, and it's by a brand called Verge Girl. I think it's like kind of fast fashiony. Anyway, I saw it. I loved it. I tried it on and it looks terrible on me, but I have kept it because I really like this fabric. I'm thinking of maybe making like a blouse or something with it, or maybe a skirt. So what I'm going to do with this is I am going to just cut the seams on the inside and rescue the button, and yeah, I could unpick it. Sometimes, like if I feel like the fabric is just so incredible, I will absolutely spend ages unpicking it. Or if it like I love it and it's just like a very small amount of fabric, but this is a pretty large amount, so you kind of have to also weigh up the cost of your time. See, I am unpicking it. I really like unpicking things. I know I don't like unpicking stuff that I have sewn, but I like unpicking, like, yeah, I don't know, kind of therapeutic. Maybe I'll just unpick it. It's kind of fraying, as you can see, like it's kind of doing this weird fraying stuff. I'm just going to snip the seams, and then I'll have two basically big rectangles. So I'm going to do it inside out so I can see the seams. I'm going to get this button, I'm going to use this pick. Such a nice button, actually. I don't really have a project in mind. Some of the things I do, that button is really nice. I don't know if you can see it. Get my big scissors. And let's just do it. First cut. That's the scariest bit. Okay, so I ended up just cutting down one side. So now I have like a really big piece of fabric. I did accidentally cut a little bit here, but that's okay. Now I can actually make something quite decent with it, and I just really love this print. So stay tuned. It's just going to go in my fabric stash as something to make with this. Yeah, I'm really happy I kept it. Okay. This is a top I've made, and I used it. It was like a scrap buster project thing. I made a overshirt with this. I had just a tiny bit left, and I thought, oh, I'll make I'll make a tank top kind of thing. I think I used the chamomile cropped, but I never, ever, ever wear like tanks and stuff. So like this is just sitting in my wardrobe with nothing. I don't think I have enough fabric in it to make anything meaningful, but I think I might use it because it's 100% linen as like oven mitts. I know it sounds like, oh, but my oven mitts are like falling apart, and I thought I might just reuse the base of it. And also I really like this gingham print, and linen is really can like take on like very hot heats. And then I also thought maybe a couple of like pot holders. Sometimes like I will pick out the binding, but for this I'm just not going to worry about it. So I'm going to keep it like this. The reason why I cut the back of it was because I actually used 2 pieces and there was a seam and there's actually a rip there. I'm going to leave it like this. I'm sure I can get like little bits of pieces everywhere. Maybe I'll unpick the dart. Yeah, I could also do this after, like when I'm using it for a project. Yeah, I'll do it after. So I have to unpick quite a bit. Anyway, that's cut, prepared, going in my fabric pile. Let's see what else. I had this mini skirt I had made in a whim just before like I went to Tasmania, and it's a little bit too tight for me. That, you know what, I just can't find the right skirt length, and I just used fabric scraps. I had remnants, so it's in 4 pieces. I am going to just cut it up, I think. There's nothing I can really make with this unless it's something for my kids. But I'm just going to cut down the back center seam, even though there's 3 seams. And so it's like one big piece of fabric. Should I unpick the waistband? Because I really didn't wear it. Yeah, I'm going to unpick the waistband for this one because I did not wear it. So it's a fine waistband. I really stitched this like I think the night before I went to Tassie, expecting to wear it quite a bit, and I didn't because it was just it's bias cut, so I didn't do the hem right. Like because you meant to let it sit overnight and things like that, which I didn't. I just was like, I need a skirt. You never need anything. See, like, you know, hair is everything, and when you get a bad haircut, you do silly things. Gosh, I really sewed this in there. Maybe it's not worth my time. You know what? It's not worth my time. I will get it out once I've cut it, and I will use it for something with one of my kids because I'm making them a bunch of shorts. Actually, this would be really good for shorts for my son. He needs a few. It's made out of 100% linen. I'm going to make him shorts. Maybe my daughter shorts too. Yeah, and I've got the elastic there. It's pretty stitched in there. God, I did a good job getting this to stay. We'll see how we go. But now I've got one long piece of fabric I can reuse. It is bias cut, which is, it's all right. This one is a Peter Pan collar shirt I made, and I didn't measure it right, and the bust is a little bit small and the rest is a bit big. I didn't really understand grading too well. And I also got the thread and the fabric, like, they don't match. I was like yellow with yellow, and they're like very different yellows. So I actually am making a quilt, and I don't have much yellow, and I'm making it out of like cotton. So making it out of linen mainly, or cotton linen blends. So I'm going to actually just take off the buttons for this, and use this as scrap fabric for my quilt. I also, I want to make some like home accessories that sort of match all the quilts that I want to make. I do want to make a few and I want them to kind of match. So using this fabric for that would be really good. My kids are playing with magnet tiles. So that's a big crash. So yeah, I'm just going to unpick these buttons and then that's it. And then I'm done with this. I'm not going to unpick the rest. I just, you have to weigh up your time as well. And yeah, so what I do with the really little bits of fabric is I use it as stuffing for different projects that I do. I have a whole bag of like little things that I want to do. And yeah, and I just basically, I fill it completely to the brim and I use it for many, many different things. I did mention in my like sustainable sewing that like I like to make like door stops, fill all the things here. They're having a birthday.
I'm not having a birthday.
You're not?
No.
Oh no.
We're having Christmas.
We're having Christmas. Oh, okay. So this top I got it from Sports Girl, which is like I would say it's fast fashion. And it's just so poor quality, but I just really like the print. Like it's got holes in it, which I commend. And I don't know, I don't know why I had it. Anyway, I'm going to snip it. I'm going to use it as something. I do like a lot of gingham. It's made of a linen viscose blend. So I'm actually just going to cut the middle of it. And I'm going to save these buttons. And I'll use it for something. Alright, those buttons are saved and now I'm just going to cut this. I wouldn't use it for like oven mitts or pot holders or things like that. I'll have a think. Actually, I have a friend. I think I could make something really cool like for this for my friend. Anyway, I'm just going to snip the sleeves too, just so I can have one better continuous piece. Oh, I've got to be an electric eel. My daughter's given me a dinosaur. That can be. Oh, okay, here you go. Oh, anyway, this is only a tiny bit of fabric, but it's good enough. I have my daughter playing dinosaurs next to me now. So I made this ruby vest. It was my first one, and I made quite a few mistakes with it. But I need a few pencil cases, and like I really like the gingham side, and I think the pop of blue would be nice. I think. Hey, that one. Excuse me, dinosaur. So I think I'm going to reuse this as like makeup pouches and different things like that, so it doesn't go to waste. I would use it as like, I really want lots of pot holders. I keep mentioning that as an example, but the denim I got from like, it's like kind of like a fake denim. It's really lightweight, but it kind of looks like it. I don't know what's made out of. I got it from the op shop, so I'm not sure. I know this is cotton. Anyway, yeah, I just didn't do a very good job, and it doesn't fit right, and I haven't worn it since I made it. So I'm gonna use this as different things. I just wanted to show a few more. This I put in my scrap pile. I'm not gonna do anything to it because it's literally just one of those like baby cloth things, and I've had it since my daughter, so I've had it for a while. I'm going to make a mermaid tail out of this fabric and then do some beading and stuff with that, so that's just going there. Here are a pair of pants that I started to unpick, and I'm going to keep unpicking. I made them and they're just way too big and I'm just like, I feel like I'm cursed with this color fabric. Like it's my favorite linen, and I made this and it looks terrible. And I also made a shirt and it looks like I'm wearing like scrubs or something. So I'm going to unpick it because it's linen and I can use it for something else, even small projects, and it'll just go in my stash. Same with this skirt. It's a bias cut skirt, but it's just a color I don't wear. And I do need this color in my quilt, so I'm going to just use that for those pieces. And same goes with this dress. I made the, oh, it's inside out, the Lee bias dress by Soften Studio. It just doesn't suit me. I've really wanted to make it work quite a few times, and I just don't feel good in it. So I'm just going to use it as fabric as well. And there's a lot of fabric in there, so I'm not sure. The annoying thing is because it's, the annoying thing is when it's a bias cut, like I find it a little challenging to reuse it, but I will do something. And then I have a couple of t-shirts. I want to make, I got this one also from Sports Girl, but I got it from the op shop, and it's got like a big stain on it, which I tried to get out, but it wouldn't come out. It's really annoying. I've tried and tried and tried. I'm going to make a dress for my toddler. I think she'll like it. It's a nice color, and it's like a nice fabric as well. And she needs lots of clothes and dresses. I think it's the end of the video, so thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I usually try and film when they're asleep, but sometimes you can't. You can do it when you can do it. And yeah, I do want to show just one last thing if they let me. Or I'll just record it later. I did have a pair of pants that I had bought, and they literally like been worn twice. I think they like got disintegrated in the wash. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I reused it and I made a little knot, a Japanese knot bag. So one strap's smaller than the other, and it goes like that, and it's good for like knitting projects. So some of these other ones I'm going to make into like a bigger bag version. And yeah, that would be really good. Like this is so handy, and it just locks by having like that. It's simple, like things don't come out at all. It's really cool. So that's like another thing that you can do if you're like multi-crafty. Way. Anyway, time to go. Because yeah, I'm like my kids like me, which is so nice. But and I have my son now just crawling on the table. Yeah, I've got like a dinosaur here, and rah, and my son's head's knocking the camera. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye.